Welcome, everyone, to the DeviantArt podcast, brought to you by Hoffmangler Studios, available at deviantartpodcast.com. I am Hoffmangler on DA, Chris Hoffman. This is Joshua B. SLC.
Hello.
Joshua Butterfield, and Steampunk38, Jeremy Gates.
Hello.
You are watching the most professional podcast in the entire interwebs.
This is it.
There's no and we did not have to start this one over five times for huge mistakes.
This is the first time we're doing this one, ever.
Yeah, we're like Clint Eastwood. We're the Clint Eastwoods.
Just one shot. Bam!
It doesn't get any better than this.
So, but what do we do with the DeviantArt podcast? I hear people asking. We make really long introductions. Actually, this one's not too bad. We're very meta about it.
No, yes. It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. But what we do is we go to DeviantArt, we find the most amazing artists, and then we ask them if we can use every bone in our body to be jealous of their artwork for about 10-15 minutes.
I invented new bones to be jealous about this guy. He's that good.
You have new bones.
So my new bones are quite curious. So we have here Mike Bowden.
From the UK.
Hailing from the United Kingdom.
We don't know where in the United Kingdom. We're very curious because we want to visit there.
But being from the United States, it's all the same, isn't it? It's all the same.
Yeah.
No,
across the pond.
We're going to have some tea and scrumpets.
It's not scrump. It's crump.
It's from Dumb and Dumber.
Is it?
Anyway. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Right. So, what do we know about Mike Bowden? Well, first of all, Mike was kind enough to share some very cool facts. He answered some questions for us, and he agreed to allow us to go through his gallery. Fantastic stuff here. Again, he picked all the coolest stuff from the 80s.
Yeah.
You've got Tranfformers, you've got the Thundercats, you've got Marvel Comics, and I just want to know one thing. What is this guy doing professionally right now? There is a comic book that he's got to be doing a comic book right now.
Right.
World of Warcraft, he just highlighted over World of Warcraft. That was also World of Warcraft. So
what we usually do on the show is we each pick one of our favorites and we talk about our favorite things about it. So beautiful gallery, tons of 80s stuff, but Josh narrowed his pick down to this sketch of The Thing. So you want to tell us about it, Josh?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are some comic book characters that were born to be sketched. The Thing, Ben Grimm here, is the perfect one. This is a caricature of a caricature. The Thing is over the top, he's big, he's menacing. That's all captured here, and I'm telling you, there's no better character to just be just roughed out and sketched, and still looking incredibly cool. There's a lot of tension there, and this guy, he's about to, if you put on your X-ray goggles or your 3D goggles right now, he will reach out and rip your head off. So, but that's the feeling that he's instilled in this drawing.
One thing that he mentioned in his questions is, as far as his medium goes, he wanted to pick one medium and perfect it.
Right. I would say he has mastered the medium. Pencils is his preferred medium.
Traditional pencils, yeah.
So traditional pencils.
Which he mentioned that he thought that he was going to try to become an inker. But that this what he, like you said, he wanted to master one thing, and kudos for that, because I know us at this table, we're like the shiny penny people of Doom, where it's like, well, I did a good enough one of these, I'm never going to do that again. So yeah, I think that's awesome that he his stuck with this. But this thing, for sure, I agree with you. One of the thing on here that is this detail on his teeth. This Mike's gums come out a lot in this. I mean, he's got exaggerated things about everything: the foreshortening, the huge fingers, the defined muscles, the line variations, whatnot. But like, if you look for a theme,
plus
like
his traps. I mean, those are trapzillas.
Oh yeah, yes. There's muscles in here that they just look like they hurt, because if I ever exercised one, I never have, and it just looks like, man, that would just be painful. Cool.
Trapzilla.
All right.
So next, we're still solidly in the 80s.
Thundercats, ho!
Okay, one thing I wanted to
ho! What's that? Pushing up? Right. Carry on.
For something
Go ahead.
Completely different.
Yeah. Jeremy's pick.
All right. The one thing I really like about this is we noticed in the description that he did this in a morning.
A single morning.
So this was a quick sketch.
Done. That drives me crazy. Like this. He could just do this in the morning. Like, the things that I would just pop out in the morning if I could draw this well.
getting ready for the
just,
day.
I'll just go ahead and whip this out. And,
I've taken longer poos than,
in the morning.
than the morning that it took him to draw this.
Right.
Fantastic.
So what I like about it is it's quick. I mean, if you look at the Thundercats symbol, you can tell it was done quickly, but it still looks awesome. His character is great. For a quick sketch, you can't ask for anything better. I mean, can you imagine him sitting at a table at some Comic-Con, somebody walking up to him saying, "Hey, draw me a dirt," and here you go.
Well, and especially, like, he says he was watching the show. Like, the first off, I wouldn't remember what the heck Panthro looks like. Like, what?
I would. He's pretty hardcore. I think he may actually be the coolest of the Thundercats. Lionel, come on now.
Hand me the hydro spanner. Well, anyway.
Hand your damn self the hydro spanner. I'm gonna hand you the.
Anyway,
It's a beautiful sketch.
What I love about this is I love comic book stuff that has these lines. These ones where I don't even know, there should be a word for these because they're look
awesome
like they're
lines.
Awesome,
He's added
awesome
awesome
lines of awesomeness.
These awesome lines that people throw in because if you're not really good at this, these can just look like, like he's put his face through a plate glass window. But on this, it looks like tension and action, and with Panthro, it looks like age, and it looks like wisdom, and
it's
like
texture. It adds texture. It's like, okay, this guy has seen time passing by, and here's the effect of it.
There's pencilers that take 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours to do something like this.
Yeah, this looks like it would be hours and hours of work.
So if he did this in the morning, kudos to you.
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing this professionally?
He's got to be. On his mysterious little, on his profile, it says artist, professional.
United Kingdom.
Yeah. So he's got to be doing something ridiculously awesome somewhere.
Right. So my pick is this ensemble picture of the characters from Battle Chasers. And Battle Chasers is a comic, I hate the story, but I love the way the characters look. I think they're so neat. I love these these big the big gloves and the big feet and the gigantic eyes.
Big eyes, small mouth, baby.
I love that type of anime too. And there's manga that I absolutely hate the storylines, but I just absolutely love the way that it looks. But look at all the amazing detail in this crazy thing. All the cloth folds and the bothers of putting in the stitches. The guns actually look like they have places where the bullets come out. The hair is just such a frustrating thing in drawing, and this is just perfect. And it's channeling. It's his own, it's his style.
Right.
But it is channeling the Battle Chasers look for sure.
Yeah, in fact, this is one of those things, and I've mentioned this before, but I love discovering stuff on a picture, and I feel like maybe I'm the only person that's noticed it, but this is one of those things where there's so much detail that you can literally look at this for several hours and walk away feeling like, man, next time I look at this, I'm going to uncover something, and that's powerful. Mm-hmm. I love it, and he's done a great job here of again. Giving you the feeling of definite action. I mean, these guys are exploding into action. Mm-hmm. Period. Mm-hmm. There's an ass to be kicked, and they brought the exercise shoes to do it.
Hell or high water, they're going to be in it.
That's right.
So, but yeah, and the depth, like
hell or high water.
The depth and the extreme foreshortening, and he was saying that he really enjoys doing extreme
microbiology.
That's when you do it when you're on like a motocross bike. How many generations of these tsetse flies have we seen? Like the mutations in their genes. Wow.
Wait to say
tsetse fly.
Yeah,
bringing it into it.
It was nice.
It's coming back. No, but he mentioned that one of his inspirations is Umberto. I cannot say his name. Umberto. Yes, that guy. Ramos.
We're trying to be cultural, but
yes,
really it's Humberto.
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 I'm gonna meet him at Comic-Con one of these times. Like, I love your work, Humberto Ramos. Speak a lot of Espanol here. No, and I've mentioned that before. Like, I guess I am reaching out to artists that have that sort of look because it's one that I really like.
Sure.
So, but this is certainly channeling.
It takes a lot of talent to draw like that. I mean, that's the bottom line. So there's no shame in picking great artists.
And you know what? There's also like a very commercial side to that. He's a very successful artist, and if you can get something that's channeling, that's similar but not copying, I think it's a great place to be.
Yeah.
But like you said, this is just a testament to somebody really being dedicated to their craft.
I want to see an original comic book, and he's done
near
the bottom of the gallery. He's done some really cool stuff with some panels.
He's got a couple of panels in here,
and it's amazing. The layout, the design. Again, look at the detail. How tell me about
and it's Young Avengers. I love this comic. That's beautiful.
The 3 years it has to take to complete one issue of this.
That may be the problem. Nobody whips those things out in the morning. Yeah, if this took
this right here. I mean, I would love to see original character content.
If he's not
in his
already
own comic.
Yeah, if he's not already working for Marvel, what is taking so long?
We want to start a new comic book company, and you're going to be our star artist.
Yeah.
And if it takes us 5 years to create a comic book, we're okay with that.
I love it. Yeah, for sure. Ooh. So now we are just going to go back to oogling here. So anyway.
Yep. Boy, I
else?
could look at this all day long.
Yeah.
Fat Princess.
Yay.
What is that from?
I don't know. That's
go to the image and see if there's some.
Let's see.
Fat Princess were fun to do. I don't know who that is, but it's cute.
That is adorable.
So, Mike, thank you for the ooh da lottie.
Is this Lady Death?
I don't know, but those shoes don't look very comfortable.
Yeah, the style choice there. Anyway.
Woo!
Should make sure that I stop doing this. I always want to put something up so that we can have, what we're going to do.
Yeah, let's not do that because it's always interesting to go over it.
And that is all the time that we have. That's what that sound means. But thank you very much once again for sharing your talent with us and allowing us into taking a look at your masterful artwork. Everyone, go by, give him a favorite, give him a comment on his stuff. Don't touch.
Give him a llama.
Give him a llama.
Llama.
You can have all my llamas.
If
I have any left.
All your llamas belong to us. And they all belong to Mike Bowden because he's way better at probably everying than we are.
We'd love to see more of your gallery, Mike.
Yeah, post more, absolutely.
Post more. We'd love to see it. Oh, but one thing before we go, something I thought was interesting is when we get these, the answers back from people, typically the response we hear is, how do you use DeviantArt? And people say, just get your stuff out there. His response was a little bit different. I thought it was worthy of note because he said, don't put all your stuff out there. Put your best stuff out there.
Oh, yeah.
He said, don't clutter up, all of your best stuff with, your lesser quality stuff, because if someone is running around trying to find something and they're looking for this perfect picture and they see, some of your rough sketches or whatever else. So, I mean, I just think that's an interesting perspective. It's like, only put your best out there because that's what you want to represent you.
Sure.
So,
Great advice.
And it is interesting advice. I don't know that I 100% agree.
It depends on the situation, but yeah, for sure, it's a good way.
Get your stuff out there, and as it improves, maybe replace
it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to see evolution, though. Mm-hmm. And I like to see diversity. Mm-hmm. I like to see, wow, this guy's capable of all these different things, and this is what, the journey he was on, so...
Obviously, he's at a point where he has best pieces to put up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You have to get to that point first,
yeah.
Admittedly. Okay.
Good for him, though. So anyway, now we're super out of time. But if you want to have your own gallery or have a gallery that you know of that you want to have a spotlight on the DeviantArt podcast, go ahead and give us a note on DeviantArt or send us a message from deviantartpodcast.com.
We'd also love to Skype with you if that's a possibility. Have
Absolutely.
you on the show with us.
Yeah, your little head could be like here.
Like you could play basketball with it.
Right here. Your head.
Right here.
And we would interview you live, though, and talk about your art one-on-one.
Yep.
Absolutely. So make sure that you subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Say goodnight, Josh.
Good night, Josh.